Have you lived in your house for 20 years or more? Are you 60 years or older and you are thinking about selling your house? This video is for you. If you have owned your home for a long time, things have changed since the last time you bought and sold a house. And because I care a lot about my job and my clients, I always like to give them the most information that they need to know, because based on the information and the data that I provide to my clients, they make their decisions. So you definitely need to know exactly what are the changes that happened in the real estate market since the last time you had a real estate transaction. And I will break it down to you here in this video. If you know of a friend or family in the same position looking to sell or buy, or looking to sell and buy at the same time, I recommend that you share this video with them, because it's going to have a lot of information that you would like to know and they would appreciate it as well. Before I go in details in this video, I want to tell you about most of my clients have met me years ago and we talk over time. They're not selling now, but they want to know what are the updates that matter to buyers nowadays. They always ask me questions. For example, I had a couple that were looking to downsize and they started to talk to me literally 5 years before they actually did sell their house. And everything that I recommended, they did it over time. They did it slowly at their leisure time. So when the time came to sell, there was no rush to do anything. They were prepared because they did everything over time. Now let's look at the 10 most important things to consider when you are thinking about selling your home. Number 1, understand the buyer in today's market. Think of the buyers of today's market. They're either younger, in their 30s or 40s. And if they are older, they are also looking for certain things in their homes that will make their life much easier, and they are looking for a functional home. Buyers of today's market at any age, they are used to the HGTV homes. They are looking for a turnkey house. They want it to look light, bright, fresh, looking for nice clean floors, looking for a spacious kitchen with lots of storage. They are looking for convenience, no deferred maintenance, and no big projects. Buyers in today's market have done their search online days and years before they decided to come see your house. Thanks to Google, Zillow, and AI, buyers in today's market are always online. Consider the first showing of your house was when your house went active on the multiple listing services with all the pictures. This is where the buyer saw your home first. This was the first showing of your home online. So make sure that your house shine online. And when I say that, I mean make sure that you hire a realtor that has the right photographer that will know how to take pictures of your house inside and outside, and also the neighborhood. Because buyers in today's market, they're not just looking for number of bedrooms and bathrooms and square footage. They are looking for a lifestyle, especially here in California, in the Bay Area. People want to know what is surrounding their house, because they will envision themselves living in those neighborhoods, walking, biking, or hiking, or enjoying the sunshine. Step number 2. Price your house right from the first moment it goes on the market. Be ahead of the game. When I work with my sellers, we decide on a price a month or two before the house is listed, but I pay attention very closely to the market weekly and daily. I keep a close finger on the pulse of the market and I price it very, very well, so it attracts the right buyers from the minute it goes on the multiple listing services. Buyers out there are very smart. They know how much every neighborhood sells for. So for example, if you are in a neighborhood where homes are selling for $2 million, it is a big mistake if you price your house at 2.5. Anytime there is a house that is not selling, I guarantee you that the problem is pricing. Every house will sell for the right price. Some home sellers would think like this: the house is worth $2 million and I spent $1 million on upgrading and I want my $1 million back, so I want to price my house at $3 million, where every house in the neighborhood sold for $2.4 million. So this home seller here, what they did, they overspent in upgrading their home. And overspending when you upgrade your home doesn't always guarantee that you are going to get the money back. So whenever you think about upgrading your home or remodeling, make sure you upgrade it within the price range of your neighborhood, because getting the remodel money back does not always happen. You always want to know what are the upgrades that will add value to your home, and do not go overspend and over upgrade your home unless you are doing those upgrades that are extravagant to enjoy over the last 10 or 20 years. But do not overspend on upgrading your home if you are thinking to sell it in 3 months. Now let's talk about the inspections. Be ready to do the inspections prior to listing the home. A lot of home sellers ask me, why do we have to do the inspections? Isn't this the buyer's job? Absolutely, yes, this is the buyer's job, but it is also your job as a home seller to disclose. And what is a better way than doing the inspections up front, where all the professionals come to your house, inspect it, and create a full report about your home. And I always highly recommend doing home inspection, termite inspection, roof inspection, chimney, and pool inspections. In some cities, it is required to do sewer inspection as well, as it is a point of sale. And why do I recommend that you do the inspections prior to listing your home? Because when we get the reports, I sit with my clients and we look at them, and we can discuss whether the seller would like to do all the repairs, some of them, or none of them. In any case, it's fine. If you do all the repairs, is great. If you do all or some of the repairs, is great. If you do none of it, is fine too. But as long as you are aware of the issues up front, and the buyer, before they write the offer on the house, they are aware of the issues that is wrong with the house, it makes a world difference. Because the buyer now sees all the issues. Now they will make an educated decision on how much they will offer on the house and what are the terms going to be. And what does that do? The negotiation begins before you go in escrow. And both buyer and seller come to an agreement. And when we go in escrow, there are no surprises. But I have to say something here and make sure you are clear on this. Even though as a home seller you did the inspections, the buyers still have the right to do their inspections as well. All it does, you doing the inspections up front, it makes everything clear to you as a home seller and clear to the buyer as well. But they definitely have the right to hire their own inspectors as well. Next is, as a home seller, you definitely want to know how much it will cost you to sell your house. Of course, the biggest cost always is the broker's fees. How much do you owe on the house, because you have to pay off your loan before closing, taxes, and title and escrow fees. And I always, when I sit with my clients, home sellers, I prepare an estimated net sheet that will show all those costs. And of course, before I prepare the estimated net sheet, I have to know what is the loan amount that the home seller still owe on their home, because this has to be paid at close of escrow. Also, if there are any liens on the house, we see this in the title report. Your home loan is a lien on the house. If there was a contractor that did work on the house and was not paid in the past, and they sent you, for example, the bill several times and you didn't get it for whatever reason, you were traveling or you did not live in that house, if they send you that bill and that bill was not paid, that contractor can go record a lien on your house, and you cannot sell your house without paying off that lien. So before listing a house, I pull the title report, we investigate all the liens, we make sure we have payoff demands from everybody to pay those liens off at close. Next step is prep your house to sell. Most home buyers are looking for a turnkey home. They are very busy people with their jobs and lives, and they are not looking for a big project. So definitely prep your house for sale. Make it light and bright. Always paint is a great way to update your house and gives a home a fresh, welcoming look. I always highly recommend a light and a neutral color which reflects light and makes the house feel warm and welcoming and fresh. And of course, staging the house. I cannot stress enough over staging, because when the stagers walk in the house, they're not in there just to put couches and art pieces. This is where they specialize. They walk in the house, they get a feel of the flow of the house, and based on that, they will decorate to make the house look spacious, welcoming, and not cluttered, and feel so zen. Next is declutter early. I would say if you are thinking to sell in a year or 5, start decluttering now, because that can get very overwhelming. And here in the Bay Area, we have so many places that will take your furniture, houseware, kitchenware, and many people would like to have your stuff. So here in the Bay Area, we have Savers. In Danville, we have the thrift station. We have a lot of hospice places, but Savers in Dublin and Walnut Creek do take absolutely everything. As a home seller, you need to know also that most buyers will have to obtain a loan. And if you get multiple offers on your house, make sure that your agent will call all those people and will communicate with all those people, because as a realtor, I want to do what is best for my seller, and I want to make sure that I get as much information as I can about those buyers, their credit scores, and their debt to income ratio from their lenders. And I talk to all the lenders for all the buyers that submit offers on my listings to verify all the information. And if we have a cash offer, in most situations I've seen people that have cash always offer less than the asking price. I don't understand why, but this is what they do. They think because they offer cash that the seller will accept a lower offer, and that is absolutely not the case. Next is timing. When will you put your house for sale on the market? Always avoid the holidays. Always avoid the long weekends. It's very strategic that you know when is a good time to put your house on the market, and if it's after a holiday, what date should the house go on the market exactly. All these things do affect the activity on the showing of your home and the sale price of your house. Next is plan where you're going. Before you think about selling your house, you definitely want to know where are you moving to. So do not think about your house till you figure out exactly where do you want to be. Finally, take care of yourself. Selling a house is very overwhelming. It doesn't have to be. If you hire a capable realtor that know what they're doing, they know the timing, they know the market activity and what's going on daily basis, it should be a piece of cake. This is Heba Rayan. I am a realtor with Coldwell Banker Danville in the East Bay, and I was a former real estate appraiser. Thank you very much for listening. And again, if you know anybody, friend or family that you care about in the same position looking to sell or buy, share this video with them, because they definitely would like to know what to prepare for. Thank you and have a great day.